recently got my hands on a Microsoft Surface Pro 6. I kind of wanted one for a while, and a good friend of mine sold me one at a very good price, almost a steal. I almost feel bad about it. Anyway, I got a good deal. One of the big reasons why I wanted one was for its touchscreen capabilities, and more specifically for its pen support. Now, I thought at first that I might try to save a little bit of money and try something different. And of course, we all know that not every pen out there will work with any touchscreen. So obviously, I have some examples here, but I'm not saying I tried them all. I knew they weren't going to work to begin with. For example, Apple Pencil, nothing. We kind of know that. This is a Samsung S Pen made for Galaxy, and also absolutely nothing. Of course, Note 10 S Pen, nothing. And we have an HP pen from the HP Spectre, and it's doing something. Well, look at that. This one actually works. So there are some out there that work with other brands. For example, this HP over here works with the Surface, and I know there's some aftermarket ones from, for example, a brand called Bamboo Ink that also works, but just by looking at some reviews of it, it looks like it's kind of a cheaply made. Anyway, even though this works, more or less, I noticed that performance and just experience wasn't ideal, so I went to Best Buy and picked myself up an original Microsoft Surface Pen. They go for about $100. I figured since I got one, why not do a quick unboxing, try to set it up together, and then compare it with another option and see why an original is always better. No matter what device you're using, I think original is always better. Looks like we don't actually need a blade to open this. That's nice. Okay. All right, so it just comes right out. I wanted to mix it up a little bit. I didn't want just a gray or black, so I got this, I believe they call it cloud blue color. It looks almost gray. I like it. There are a couple of cool features about the Surface Pen that I believe I know of. That is not a reason what makes it better than, for example, this HP pen, an alternative. And don't get me wrong, an HP probably works great with an HP computer, but the Microsoft product will most likely work better with Microsoft computer. Let's continue. Protective plastic is a little bit tough, to my liking. There you go. Well, we'll see there's a battery inside. All right, yeah, so the top part doesn't screw in or anything. It just kind of pops right out. That's why it came off for me. And I just want to say, I've never used it before. So I'm experiencing and discovering this device right now the same with everybody else who's watching this video for the first time. So I might make mistakes. I don't know how to set it up. Let's find out. Pressing this button does nothing. See, pressing this button also does nothing. It might be interesting. So it doesn't work at all at this point. With HP pen, it actually started working right away. Well, I hope I put the battery in the right way. That's also a possibility. So we're gonna consult the documentation. I don't think we need that. I think we need this one. First thing first, eraser, LED, right click and select button, and replaceable pen tip. I'm curious to see how the battery goes in. Yep, there it goes. The battery goes in the opposite way. Any changes? Press the button. Nothing happens. Nothing happens so far. Actually, something is happening. I don't know if you can see it. The LED light is blinking now. And the pen started working. Very cool. Oh, look at that. Add a device. Set up your pen. So this is a kind of nice experience. I didn't expect that. I thought I was just going to go and do regular Bluetooth setup. Although, I don't know, it worked or what happened. That's it. Cool. So I think it's set up. I think that's it. So that was actually super easy. If I mess something up, I'm sure I'll find out. And you guys will find out with me. All right, so let's go to the whiteboard and take a quick look. I'm gonna go ahead and create new whiteboard. Completely inexperienced with any of these applications, so I'm just gonna go ahead and try it out. Yeah, well, that was smooth. Feels great so far. Very responsive. I'm gonna try a different color. Now here's something that I noticed that HP was struggling with, and I don't know if this is a computer or if it's a pen, but when I was on this kind of a rainbow color and a thicker brush setting, it was having some hard time catching up. So I see the same thing happening here. As I go, sometimes it's having a little bit of a hard time catching up. Okay, well, the pen works. I don't know about all the different features of it yet, but it works. And I like the design. I like the feel of it. With the weight, very nice. Now, here's the main point of this video. This is not really a review of the Surface Pen. There are plenty of those out there. It's not a new product. It's been around for a few years. So is the Surface Tablet. But I wanted to share my findings on just why using the original accessory is always a better idea than trying something else from a different machine. So while technically this HP pen also works, yeah, see how it's having a, sometimes just needs a moment to catch up. I think it's just the mix of all these colors. If I switch to a different one, it's much more responsive right away. So it works. But with the Surface Pen, when I'm drawing, if I made a mistake, I just flip it around like I would a pencil, and I just start erasing. The back of it erases. I think that's pretty cool. This one, obviously it's not going to do anything. Maybe just scratch your screen. I don't know. Now next, computer has magnets on the side to hold the pen. So the HP pen doesn't hold very well. It's not designed for that. I mean, there's probably some metal inside and it holds it, but it's not meant to be held with this device. Now, the first time I'm trying this, let's see. Yeah, okay. So this is still a fairly light hold, but it does hold. It does hold better. Oh, there it is. Okay, so like I mentioned, I might make mistakes. I'm just learning this stuff, so I never used it before, and I didn't read the manual. So actually, if you put in the middle here, the magnet is strong. Oh my, it holds good. Now let's try the HP. Man, the HP doesn't hold at all. So weird. I'm guessing just the where the metal parts might be inside. Anyway, you get the point. It's not meant to be used with this Surface. So HP, of course, never cared to add any kind of support for it. And that's fine. It's not their business doing that. Now Microsoft, of course, wow, Holy moly, this does hold really good. Oh my god, I didn't expect it to be this strong. Ooh. Yeah, you're not losing that just randomly dropping. Now, are there any magnets on top? Nope. And, oh, yeah, I don't think it's meant to be on this side. There are magnets for the charging port over here, so it just kind of sticks to that, but it doesn't look like it's meant to be there. Okay, so now just gonna have to play with it, try to figure out what to do, what kind of art actually do. I'm not a huge artist, a little bit, but not huge, but I've always wanted to do some digital art, some drawing, and I'm gonna go from there. Again, love it so far. I think it was the right decision. It's not cheap, but the OEM accessories are usually worth it. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.